Good evening all, good evening all. I trust you are well on this fine Wednesday early evening. I'm looking out the window. It's been a beautiful day here. Bit of cloud here and there, but generally it has been a wonderful day. I hope it's a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Now, okay, brief intro for those of you not used to this. This is the usual weekly roundup of everything happening at Heathcliff HQ, otherwise known as Nigel's Nuggets. And so it's very interactive. If you want to put any comments, ask any questions, put it in the box below. I shall endeavour to answer you right now. If I can't answer you right now, I will answer you by direct message or in next week's Nugget, if that is the best thing to do. So, without further ado, let's crack on. I'm in the office again today. Was I in the bar last week? I think I might have been in the bar last week. Back to the office today. I'll change it up a little. Where was I? Yes, without further ado, let's crack on. Who have we had in over the last... Good evening, Ali. It's not my lovelies, it's only my lovely. She's not... Do you know what? Yes, we'll get that one out of the way, shall we? Guess what? Juliet's out. Goodness me, what a surprise. Oh, what a surprise. She's out with her... just seeing her friend Lynn. I believe they're having a little picnic. Very nice too. Nice work if you can get it, I'm sure. So who have we had in? In the last week? We have had some lovely people through our door. We really have. So here's a brief smattering of those that have come and gone. Ken Curtis, Satmesh and their wives all the way from Milton Keynes. They were lovely. They were with us for 4 nights. We had some fun with them. A few glasses in the bar, strangely enough, and everything was good. Alex and Sarah from up Dudley Way, they were with us for 3 nights, I think. Oh, Sarah, what a curveball I had there for breakfast. Do you know, we were operating the 2 sittings while they were down, and they came down early for the second sitting, and normally second sitting starts at 9:15, and they came down at literally just after 9 o'clock. Didn't matter because we were ready to go, and she said as soon as she came down the stairs, "Can I have cheese on toast, please?" Goodness me. Well, you know those that are regulars here, we do aim to please where we can, and it's within our power. So I said, right, yeah, but you've got to have it right now, and I've got to do it now before anyone else comes down. And so I'd never done cheese on toast for breakfast before. By the way, anyone that's coming to stay, that is not an option you are to take. This was only a one-off. This was a proper one-off. You're welcome for the mention. Last week, Tony, that's Tony. I mentioned last week those in the Shrewsbury area. Good evening, Henny. Those in the Shrewsbury area. If you need a painter and decorator, Tony Davis is your man. Give me a call. I'll give you his mobile phone number. He loves ceilings, absolutely loves ceilings, stairs, banister rows, and all that. Oh dear, I'm going to cry. So we'll leave it. Anyway, look, I've gone off piece. Let's get back. So, yes, cheese on toast. As I was saying, those of you that are coming down to see us, that is not an option going forward. It is not on the menu officially. It really was a one-off, but I just thought I'd share. The Britain Party. Goodness me. 6, never give... That is so unfair. Alison Jane Sweet. That is so unfair. How can you say I've never given you a mention? You dirty rat. The Britain Party, I'm skipping over that. The Britain Party... 6 lovely ladies, 5 lovely ladies and mother. Goodness me, she was trouble. No, they came down to celebrate Tina's, am I allowed to say? Tina's somewhat early 60th birthday. And they were with us for 3 nights. And a lovely bunch of girls. Good afternoon, Mr. Rogers. Yes, who else were with us? Oh, Robert and Anne. They came for 4 nights, 10 years on from their first visit. I believe it was their first holiday away together, and so they came back to rekindle some Torquay memories 10 years on, and it was lovely to see them, and we hope to be seeing them again soon. Natasha and Doug, Colin and Alex, Judah and Eden, they were with us. They've all gone now because, yes, and my mate Smithy, My mate Smithy has come down to say hello. It's been a couple of years since you've seen Smithy. He's someone I've known since I was, hello Karen, in sunny St Earth. Very good. You fancy cheese on toast right now? I'm not cooking it, so when you and Nigel are here, don't ask for it. I'm not doing it. It's just clouded over here. It's been sunny Torquay pretty much all day and very hot and humid. But yeah, it's just clouding over. I'm looking out the window again for those that don't know. Yeah, it is clouding over. But yeah, I'm sure the sun will come out in a minute, if not tomorrow. You can start singing now, people. Yes, so Smithy, I've known Smithy since I was about 14, I think, isn't it, Smithy? Are you watching this? He should be, because he's here. He's here. He's come down for 3 nights. And do you know what? We've closed. We've closed for 3 days so that I can spend time with my old mucker. And today we've gone out and had a cracking afternoon. We did a walk. Oh yes, this is something you should do when you come and see us. It's a walk around Totnes called the Franklin Trail. It kind of circumvents the whole town, and you go up through some lovely woodland. It's a bit hilly to start with. You go uphill at first and then come downhill for the second. So you can do it in... There's like a 2.5 mile section, a 4.25 mile section, and a 7 mile section. We did the 4.25 mile section, which took us about an hour and 10 minutes. And it's really good fun. Yeah, so you circumvent the town, and then the second half of the walk is all the way back along the River Dart, past the Archimedes screw that they have in Totnes. Everyone know what an Archimedes screw is? I hope so. But basically, that's what they use to generate most of the electricity. This particular one is a hydroelectric generator. It's a screw in the Dart, which they use to generate most of the electricity for the town, which is pretty good. So it's free electricity. It's renewable because the River Dart is always there and hopefully always will be. And yeah, so it's really good. So we walked the Franklin Trail. Good afternoon, John Windsor from a local butcher indeed, Prentice Butchers, where all regulars to Heathcliff House and to this little cast, this weekly cast, will know that that is where your sausages, your bacon and your black pudding come from, about 250 yards down the road at Prentice Butchers. And John will probably not hate me for saying this, because I know he's done it for people before. If you go in there and you get some sausages and whatever to take home, he might just give you a little bit of a discount. He might not, but he might. So yes, so yeah, we did that. We did the Franklin Trail. And when there's, for those again that know Totnes might know this, there is a absolutely fantastic cheese shop in Totnes, which isn't on the high street. It's just off a little alley down one side. And hello Wendy Williams. Is it 11 days? Is that all it is? 11 days? Is it really? Let me have a look. Oh goodness me! Yes, it is the 11th of July. So Mark and Wendy. Yes, Wendy. Start genning up on your pop songs. We want you to try and get at least some of the years right on the Golden Hour on Radio Devon when you're with us. I won't hold my breath. And yeah, so we went in the cheese shop today. Those that don't know, it is a fantastic little cheese shop in Totnes. It is. I don't know how many cheeses they must do in there. Goodness me. 60, 70, I don't know, and they're all southwest. It's absolutely lovely. And so Smithy and I bought some cheese and came home and sat in the garden and had cheese and biscuits with my homemade pickled onions and my homemade pickled eggs, because gonna trounce you, Wendy. We'll see. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. And yes, Ali, I haven't got to your pickled eggs yet, but I've got one of mine left. So I've got one pickled egg left to eat, and then I will be opening the jar supplied by Alison Jane Sweet from her lovely chickens. These are the same chickens that lay the eggs for your breakfast when Tony and Ali come to see us. Because as you know, we have a little bartering system with them. They bring us some eggs, and they get some lemon curd and jam and all sorts. And they bring us fruit and all. Oh goodness me, they're a fantastic supplier, and we love them dearly, just as much as we love Prentice Butchers, John and all his team there. So that's pretty much. Now, who have we got coming in over the next week? So yes, you're not getting a mention, Mark and Wendy, because you're the week after. But yes, Sue and Hayden coming back for yet another visit. Callum's coming down. Deborah and Jeremy Thornton, looking forward to meeting them. They're going to be with us for 7 nights. John and Jackie Williams are back for visit. I don't know, 4 or 5. They're with us for 5 nights. Anne and Bob, Ray Wheeler from Minehead. Looking forward to chatting to Looking forward to chatting to Ray Wheeler, because those of you that don't, well, some might not. My mum used to own a pub in a little village called Timberscombe, which is about, I don't know, 8 miles inland from Minehead, so I know the area fairly well. My mum used to own a pub there back in the 80s when I was, clearly only, 4 or 5 years old. So I know the area quite well. So I'm looking forward to catching up with Ray, and who's coming down with his brother-in-law Peter and their respective wives. So that'll be nice. He used to go out. Him and his wife used to go and eat in the Lion Inn in Timberscombe. It would be interesting to see whether it was when my mum owned the place. So who else? We've got the dad of a guy I used to work with, and one of my contracts when I was still back in the big smoke in the City of London. So Vince Loss and his wife coming down. Malcolm and Jane are coming down. And then the weekend after that, goodness me, yes, it's the Rowleys and the Walbys. That's going to be a very, very messy weekend. So we're looking forward to seeing the Rowleys again, even Arthur, and hopefully Arthur or Reen, if you're watching, and I'm sure you will be at some point if you're not watching live. See if Arthur can bring his crayons back, because it will save us giving you some more crayons to keep him occupied at breakfast. Now, here we go. Now, something else I want to mention to you this week. Writers on the Riviera. This leaflet, now, the English Riviera, as it is so called, has many, many links to many, many authors. And this leaflet, which has been produced, is rather good, and it's a good walking trail for all the authors around Torquay that we have connections with. So I'll just give you a flavour of some of the obvious. Well, there's obviously the Agatha connection, but obviously, again, the regulars will know that she has connections with our home. Who we got on here? Mary Shelley, James Joyce, Charles Kingsley, Oscar Wilde, Beatrix Potter's on there, Elizabeth Barrett Browning, George Bernard Shaw, Wilfred Owen, the famous World War One poet. So there's a good walking trail to do, and this explains all the connections. Good look, there's more on the back. Goodness me! And there's all the places: Tor Abbey, Princess Pier, Grand Hotel. You don't want to stay there. That's not so grand. You want to stay with us. Meadfoot Beach, Cockington, Greenway House, obviously the Yacht Club. It's really good. So we've got a lot of these leaflets, and if you're looking for something to do with a literary theme, this little tour around Torquay is very, very good, and you can learn about all the different authors that have a history with Torquay. And there we go, not so tenuous link back into other writers on the Riviera. I did mention Agatha earlier, and writers at Heathcliff House, would you believe? Obviously, you know the Agatha connections, people, that she used to come here for afternoon tea. And this is the vicarage, because this used to be a vicarage. This is the vicarage in the book The Murder at the Vicarage, the first Miss Marple novel. So that's a good one. Jerry Petty, who wrote about his experiences in the First World War, I believe, used to live here. And we've had some authors stay here as well, currently under our tenure. So people you can look up and read their books. Peter Boone, who is a crime fiction author, Peter Sheeran, Elaine Rogers, who I mentioned last week, and Ray Brooking. They're all authors, published authors, who stayed with us, who you can look up on the interweb and explore their literary geniuses. So there you go, that's good. Ask us when you get here if you fancy the walk, doing the trail, Writers on the Riviera. It is worth doing. We certainly enjoyed it. So, right, okay, what else is there? Now, you should have seen in your inboxes last week about our July availability. Well, small update on that, because some of it has gone, unsurprisingly. So, all we have left now is room 6, the 6th to the 9th, and the 11th and 12th. Room 9 and 8 on the 7th and 8th. This is all July. Room 8, 23rd to the 30th, and room 9, 27th to the 30th. That's it. There is nothing else. Check your inbox. If you haven't seen the email from us, it's probably in your spam. So check your spam and you will see an email from us entitled July Availability. If you do want to come see us, those are the only gaps we have left next month. We're going to be knackered come 1st of August, clearly. And talking of August, that is starting to fill up now as well, boys and girls. We always fill up later in August than everyone else. because we are adults only and we don't do the families, because that tends to be the bumper month for when families visit the bay. But those that don't want to be surrounded by screamers, come and book in with us. So, we've still got fairly good availability in August. Give us a call. You couldn't, John? Well, that's a shame. But if you do want to come back in August, give me a ring and we can see if we can help you out, as I say, because there is fairly good availability. Or you can look at it yourself on the website, heathcliffhouse.co.uk. But if you do want to give us a call, 01803 211 580. Right, I think that is pretty much it for me. Do you know, my wife is still out. She's been out pretty much all. It's just I don't know. She's got to get back because we're going for a curry at 7. We're going to the Bombay Express. In our opinion, the best curry house in the Bay. We all have different experiences in restaurants, so it's not a recommendation because we don't do those. But Rahan, I know you sometimes watch this. So if you, yes, Smithy, I can see. Yes, all right, Smithy. Because Smithy's coming for a curry as well. Rahan, if you're in tonight, it'll be good to see you because obviously we haven't seen you. He's the guy that owns the Bombay Express, by the way. We haven't seen you since before the pandemic, so it'll be good now you're finally open again to catch up. I know you've got a full-time manager in there now, but hopefully if you're around, you can come and say hi. Right, okay, boys and girls, that is pretty much it from me. I hope you are having a good week wherever you are. I hope the sun is shining on you, and I hope you continue to have a good week. For all those that are arriving the next day we're open, which is Friday, we've got, goodness me, 7 arrivals by the look of it. We look forward to welcoming you to our home. I think you're all, pretty much most of you have been here before. So, it's going to be good. Looking forward to it. And, okay, take care, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.